Hi everyone, Ned Bangs here with the Recreation Trails Committee, December 20th, 1 o'clock. This is our winter hike, and today is almost, or I guess we can call it the shortest day of the year. Winter solstice is tomorrow, but oftentimes the day before is pretty dark too. So we will definitely be back from this walk before it gets dark. All right, a lot of pressure to put on. But we have a good crew right now, and we'll be walking on what we call 715 Furnace Street, Furnace Street. We call it a lot of different things. Some people call it 715 Main Street as well. And we'll walk on Forest Street out here to the start of the girls' cross-country trail. And we'll see the sand pit. We'll make some bushwhacking moves. We'll see some flagging that we put up, so we identified where the switchbacks are. It will bring us down to the bottom of the hill where it's called Sherman's Way, or Old Sherman's Path. It used to be a roadway, and cars and trucks would come in off of Furnace Street and take materials for when they were expanding Logan International Airport. When they closed it off, there were 3 or 4 houses built on Furnace Street, so there's no way you can get from here to there on a vehicle. But it leads to a nice walk for us. And during the winter, we like these walks a little bit later in the day, like today, because it gives everyone a chance to warm up and rest up and get the cars shoveled off if they had snow on them. Right now, it's just a little bit warmer than it was this morning. Not as warm as it was yesterday, almost 60, but yesterday we had all that rain. So today's a little colder, but a beautiful day. And we'll lock up the cars and we'll head out. This is Forest Street. We're up in this area right now. There's Furnace Street, which is back over there, the intersection. We're gonna walk up here to the sand pit. This is the start of a trail that we cut. We'll come down the Sherman's Path, and we're going to come all the way out here to the sand pit, to the stump dump, back up to Forest Street, and then back to the starting point. So we're at the start of the trail now, where it conveniently says the Marshfield Cross Country. And should, at least when we get in here, we'll be out of this wind as well, what little bit that we have. So we're right at the outskirts of the sand pit. What we're going to do is come over here. The flagging is like this kind of a pink color until we put our trail markers on it. So we know the trail that we're walking on, so we shouldn't get make any missteps on it. And later this winter, maybe when we have a good day, we'll be able to mark out the trail. And as we walk around, and it'll show you kind of the length of it. The red trail, which this will be because it's the main trail, will actually start at the Amesway School, and we'll come through the woods, Carolina Hill, down to 3A on Main Street, right near St. Christine's Church, walk across, connect with the red trail there that will lead us at the bottom of School Street, which we'll pass. And it'll show us what the stump dump is and come around. So we have a whole area that could be one big trail and have some smaller segments come off it. And in Marshfield, as far as the town trails go, red is the color for the main trail. So if you were ever on the red trail and got lost, you'd either walk one way until you found where you're going, or you turn around and walk. Or if you got lost and you were on a different color and you came on the red trail, you would know that you know, you have a 50% chance of finding the right way to make it home. So the bench is here. Someone picks up the trash. One barrel's empty, another one is full, and whoever does it, we thank them for doing that because it's really nice. So we will we'll mosey on, and if we had a bunch of snow here, you could see where people would toboggan, perhaps. Not me, but maybe there's other people. This is pretty cool out looking here. So we're not going straight down there. No. But I'm surprised that people, sometimes you'd see people on bikes, riding the bikes around it. Or again, in the winter, we've seen people sled down here. It can get going pretty quick, I think, at times. So at this point we have an option, and it's always good to have options. And also the reason why we flag it is so we can remember where we went the previous time, and if that worked well, then that's the way we want to go again. This is an option to go straight down there. We don't like that option and so it's not flagged because it's just straight down and could get a little slippery sometimes in the late fall, early winter. This, where it's flagged right here, is where we'll go, and it gives us a gradual way to get down in elevation. So these switchbacks just kind of go back and forth, like what it says, and it's a slower way to get down to where we want to go, and it's a little bit safer way, and the switchbacks make it more interesting too. If you just have like when we're on Forest Street, if the trail is going to be 3 miles on Forest Street, straight, flat, it might get kind of boring after a while. And in here you can see, just takes this little gradual, gives you a little bit more to view. And sometimes when there are more people on the trail, we could be going one way on the trail, and you could be someone on the other side going the other way. And if we stretched out really far like that, we'd see like, and it would make us kind of want to go straight ahead off the trail to get to where they were. But if we just followed the trail, it makes more sense. I'll let the stronger people move that.
Know any?
I've seen them before. There are other people on the trails, and they're actually bringing dogs with a leash.
That's right.
And they're happy, so they look like they had a good time walking on the trail. Hey, puppies. So this is one of our recreation trail walks that we have in the community.
Yeah, I recognize you guys. You guys do great work on the trails.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, can you say that again for the camera?
You guys do great work on the trails. Yeah. We enjoy pretty much all of them.
Oh, great. Yeah. And the trails are multi-purpose, so we're walking. There's a dog with a leash. There's also someone coming by with a bike.
Yeah, bikers.
We couldn't plan this better. Where's that? Where's the end picture?
Don't worry, I got the footage.
Okay. So starting to go downhill.
It's all downhill from here.
I decided to exercise my option, and instead of up at the corner there where the intersection was, we could have went up a little bit. We would have made a loop to come down where Mike is, and it was a flag. It was like a blue or green, like right next to Mike. Yeah, the green. So it's just give people another option to do. But we're almost down. Shortly we'll be off of this trail. So we are now officially on what we call Sherman's Path or Sherman's Way. And if you look behind Roger, you might see a house there through the woods. Or if we went up a little bit further. But anyways, there are like 3 or 4 houses there, and that is Furnace Street. And we thought we wanted to get in through here. We thought we could make it through to Furnace Street. But two problems. One, the houses, and the second, there was a lot of wetland issues. And so right here, there are no wetland issues because we're on the road, and we'll be traveling north to get traveling north. But it's yeah, that was the first time. And actually, we made it down to Furnace Street, and there's a little property there. There's a sign that says something about water protection, and the public is invited. And so one day I said, I'm the public, I'm invited, and parked next to the parking lot and walked in a little bit, and it gives you old Furnace Street. It shows you is in there, and there's the river going through Furnace Brook River, and it's there was a house back there years ago, and they took it down for water protection, and there's an area where they had some old grapevines, and it's kind of a fun little place to walk around. It would be nice to put some trails on that at some time because it's nice and flat and level, and people that have issues walking that couldn't do this or didn't want to do this, they'd have a nice flat area to use. So eventually we'll get it. But we'll follow this to the sand pit now. So we talked a little bit about the cross-country trail, and there's the high school has a cross-country team and the middle school has a cross-country team, and there are arrows here, kind of like black arrows on white board. Shows you the if you're a kid running the cross-country trail, it'll show you where you should be going. And years ago, and probably still happens, people trick each other. And the new kids don't know where the route is, and sometimes they get lost.
No!
Yeah. And so anyway, so the loop comes around, and what we're walking on now, starting is cross-country trail. And this will lead us out to the sand pits. beautiful view here. And it's beautiful now, but I was telling Mike was that Joe rather, what I was telling Joe is a really hot place to be in the summertime when we walked out here before, because there's not much shade and it's just beating down on you. So today we can really appreciate it because it's nice to have a little bit of warmth. And you may have seen there was a truck down here a few minutes ago, and that's from the Department of Public Works, the water department. There's a couple of wells here that they maintain, so they check them every so often. So earlier today we talked about 715 Main Street. Even though we're on Forest Street, they call this parcel 715 Main Street. If you were driving by on 3A, you would see that there's a little curve off the road, and there's a gate there, and it leads to this spot, and it's close to ABC Supply store in that area. So there was a water department truck here a couple minutes ago. You guys may not have seen it, but they come down and check on the wells periodically, whatever their schedule is. And there's the gate there is how they get in. We have a little bit further to go here. We're not going to go all the way to School Street to the road, just to say hi road, we made it here. We'll take a left when we get down here and go up to the stump dump. That'll be on our right. And you know this Joe, they spray paint it because there are lots of roots here, so people don't trip up. So again, we have another option, and it's good to have options. If we went straight on this would bring us to School Street, the bottom of School Street, where we can cross over. If you followed it upward, you'd come up to Furnace Brook North, and by St. Christine's Church. So that would be fine to do. Look at that, we have another cross-country sign. So we're gonna go up this road here. Notice there are a lot of roots that are up. The roots that were up over here, they were spray painted. So you could see them. These ones, maybe not so much. And so we're gonna go straight up here. The stump dump will be on our right. And does everyone know what a stump dump is?
Dump the stumps.
So
Our imagination is all wild.
Gee, I don't know.
it's almost like 20 questions and stumping the audience. But this stump dump is actually, maybe you take down a tree in your yard or someone else's yard, and maybe there's this big thing in the ground that used to be the tree, and you call up the stump dump service, and we grind them up. They grind them up, and then they have to transport them someplace. So this is a place that they transport them to. And there'll be wood chips here and big logs. And as we go up on our right, we'll see some pretty big logs.
So it's still a stump dump. It's not a past historic stump dump.
It could be historic.
What she said. Yeah.
So can anybody dump their stump?
Wow, tough crowd. I would say you'd want to contact the Department of Public Works to ask them. Under stumps, cemeteries, trees, and greens.
Yeah.
So Angela, it's the start of your stump dump.
There is a big branch in the way. Do we go under or over?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this came down in the storm because it wasn't here last spring.
Slow-mo parkour up! We're good.
Nice job.
Thank you.
The last time I walked this trail, there weren't any trees that had fallen across, so probably in the last storm they did. So, so when we find that, I'll take a picture of it, document it, and send it off typically to Dave McDonald. He works with conservation and great guy, and he'll come by and cut them up so people can walk it easy again. And that will be an easy one for him to do. There's been a bunch of harder ones to do, but he's really good at it. So now we'll
Whereas Ned, of note in the stump dump, there's also a rock pile there. Okay?
those
And
are
there's a
wannabe
wood
stumps.
chip pile and a loam pile there.
Yep. And you could go there sometime on a rest.
So excited.
Oh, you have editing power?
Sometimes the journey is more interesting than the destination.
There you go. And then this is the start of the cross-country course. And for today, we're just going to go on the sidewalk on Forest Street. There's another area, but it's not really set up yet to walk on. But it's getting there. Hopefully next year it'll be or this summer we'll be ready. There are a lot of different. Ready? Come on, everybody. You can take a picture. Oh, there you go. Come on, Amanda, get ready, come on. Get those hands out of the pocket.
That's a good one.
You have to send that one to me. Yeah. So you'll see here, like behind this rock here, there's a bunch of little trails that will lead back out to the sand pit. And the goal for us would be to consolidate those if we can, so that there's one that becomes more of a main trail to walk or run on.